The Alcoholic Harvester pulling team, ran by brothers Mark and Jim Metzger of Shelby, Ohio, were one of the select few tractor pulling teams that received an invitation to run at the 2019 National Farm Machinery Show down in Louisville. Mark Metzger says it's their first time pulling at the show after many years of watching.
We run the Ohio State circuit. We've been doing it for 7 years. We've won the points title 6 years out of 7. And we applied to be here and got accepted this year, so we're glad. We've been coming to the farm show for 30 years watching tractor pulls and finally get to compete. Well, it's something to do in the wintertime, and I think it's every competitor's dream to be a competitor here or to run here. It's the best of the best, if I may say.
The custom-built Case IH boasts an International 466 engine, putting out about 3,500 horsepower, and all that needs quite a bit of upkeep, says Jim Metzger.
It's a dream come true. I'm glad we get to pull here, get to run against a lot of good tractors. Some of the tractors we don't get to run against about maybe once a year. We get to run against some of these guys here.
So what all is involved in the maintenance of a busy pulling tractor like the Alcoholic Harvester?
I mean, you got to stay up on every single thing. After every run on this tractor, you got to go through it and make sure everything is good. Before we came down here, we found some things wrong with it. We put it all together. We started it up Thursday night. It wasn't right, and we tore it all back apart. Had her back together Friday. I think Friday night we had it all back together again. And then it took 2 days to get her all cleaned up for a tractor for the show here and stuff, and it's a lot of work. There's a lot more work than looks like it. Sharpening the tires, going over them, it takes a long time. It takes anywhere from 4 to 6 hours per tire to get them sharpened up, and and that's a lot of dirty work, but you got to do it. Last year we had 21 runs or 22 runs on this tractor and never took the head off of it. And we did a few other little things to it. Little things broke on it, but nothing major. It's a worker.
And one of those runs, as Mark explains, was one you may have seen yourself making its way around the internet. Not under stadium lights at a county fair, mind you, but rather in a cornfield during harvest. Not a place you'd usually see a pulling tractor.
We were finishing up corn harvest, and there's been some guys that have pulling vehicles that's been hooking them to farm equipment and sending videos out, and I called my brother up and my son, and I said, bring the tractor to the field, let's hook the grain cart up and make a blast with it, and it went over well. Big response, something crazy to do, but we did it, and I'm glad we did. It's been a big hit.
Several million views at this point. With that success, maybe another run next year in the field?
Well, maybe a chisel plow or something, but it's limited run time on the tractor. We had a good tractor at the end of the season last year, and I said let's try to do that, and then we had to tear it down and rebuild it for this event. But it's part of the process.
And when we talked to Jim after the stunt last year, he said some of their reasoning for that special pull was to hopefully get some attention to help their qualifying for the National Farm Machinery Show.
Sometimes after when we was working on the tractor here this last week here, I thought to myself, man, maybe we shouldn't have made that video. We didn't really need that extra run on it, but it was a good publicity here and stuff. And I talked to my boss at work, and he gave us a weekend sponsorship here from Plymouth Locomotive Service, and we're going to try to promote his locomotive service here. All the money that goes in the tractor is out of the Alcoholic Harvester's pocket, so we don't really have any other sponsors, and just like to make a good show down here in front of everybody.
The 2019 National Farm Machinery Show runs through Saturday, with the Alcoholic Harvester pulling Thursday night. Reporting for the Ohio AgNet, I'm Penhorwood.